What's up, everyone? Corridor here, and I want to talk about Crystallization Catalyst. You probably have several Descendants at this point, several weapons at this point that you want to level up and you want to catalyze and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to talk to you about the fastest way to get the Crystallization Catalyst and all the parts that you need so that you can get them as quickly as possible. So it's not taking a ton of your time to be able to catalyze all of your stuff. So the things that you need for your Crystallization Catalyst are the Murky Energy Residue. You need the Macro Molecule Biogel. You need Mixed Energy Residue, Advanced Neural Circuits, and of course the Crystallization Catalyst Blueprint. So we're going to go over the best place to get all of these, at least in my opinion, the best place to get all of these, the fastest way possible. Okay, so first and foremost, the thing that you're going to need, obviously, is going to be the Crystallization Catalyst Blueprint. You need these, otherwise you can't make anything without them, or at least the Crystallization Catalyst. So there are a couple of places that I like to go for these. The first place I like to go is the Kuiper Block Mining. So you go over here to the Special Operations Terminal, you go in here and do this one right here, the Block Kuiper Mining in Sterile. I like to do this one because it's fast, it's easy, and you can level up your characters, you can level up your weapons, you can gain gold, you can gain Kuiper, and you gain the shards for doing the reactors. So you can get all of that in one, and you also get a chance for the shape stabilizers, which help you get a higher chance for the amorphous materials. This gives you a 15% chance for the Crystallization Catalyst. That will go up to a 20% chance if you use a shape stabilizer, or you can use this to also get the energy activators, which goes from a 3% to a 6% chance when you use the shape stabilizer on that. So you get a lot of different things with this. And then you also get a chance at those two things. And you're going to get so many of these that you probably will get a few of the Crystallization Catalyst, which obviously you need a bunch of. This 3% chance, a little bit less, but we're not talking about that right now. We're mostly talking about the Crystallization Catalyst. The second location that I like to go for these is going to be over here in the Echo Swamp. And I do that for two different reasons. First and foremost is you can come right down here into the Derelict Covert, and you can get pattern 82 or pattern 83, or you can come over here to the Muskeg Swamp, and you can get pattern 80 or 81 Mutant AA. Now, the cool thing is you can go to either of these locations, and then you can open them in the same location. So you would be able to open up 80 and 81 Mutant AA right here on this Void Fusion Reactor. And then for these 82 and 83 over here, you're going to open those right down here. And both of these are fairly easy now that they've changed them recently. This one used to be a little bit more difficult, but now they're not too bad. So I recommend doing both of these, but it's not just because you can get the amorphous materials, which give you a chance at those crystallization catalysts, and they also give you a chance, if you use Sharon, at the a chance to get the energy activators as well, but they also give you another item that you're going to need, and that item happens to be the Macro Molecule Biogel right here. You get both of these, or you get these items from both of those locations. So that is what I like to do for that. It kind of double dips and allows you to get one of the materials you need to craft it and the actual blueprint itself. So we're going to jump down here and I'm going to show you these. They're about an 80% chance to drop each time that you do one of these right here. So how quickly you can do them, but it's about an 80% chance. So let's run over there and check it out. Okay, so now that we are over here, I do want to show you that I did switch it to private. I recommend doing these on private, especially if you're going to do them with a Sharon. I personally like to do them with a Sharon because you get a chance at both the 80 and the 81 Mutant AA here, and over here you get a chance at the 82 and 83, but you don't necessarily need to do it with a Sharon if you're just going for the Crystallization Catalyst. Once you zone in, you're going to face straight north, and you're going to run over this way right over here. I'm going to switch this over to my Outpost build so I have longer duration, and we're going to do this mission. Like I said, I recommend doing it with the Sharon just so you have that extra chance to get the energy activator piece, but you don't necessarily need it. So you can just hit that one, and then hit this one. Or you can just come in here guns blazing and blow these up if you just care about the 80. And then you shoot. Oh my goodness, it didn't kill him. There it goes. It killed him there. So you get those, and then you get I got the 81 mutant AA there. And then also, if you come right up here, you have a chance for getting these macro molecule biogel. It's about an 80% chance, and you're going to get anywhere from, I believe it's like 12 up to about 22. That's the usual range that I get of those. So you're going to get those around 80% of the time. So if you're wanting to farm specifically the crystallization catalyst, these two are great because you're going to get double dip. You're going to be getting the crystallization catalyst chance, and you're going to be getting plenty of those macro biogels that you're going to need. Next up, the next thing you're going to need is the murky energy residue. This stuff can be found in a couple of missions, so you can get it in Forgotten's or Unknown Laboratory in both the normal and in the hard mode versions. Now, if you just want to get the murky energy residue and you don't care about anything else in the mission, you don't want to complete the mission, you just want to do the fastest way possible, I recommend doing Forgotten's on normal difficulty, and I'm going to show you why really quickly. So we're going to go right here to the infiltration terminal here. We're going to click on normal, and we're going to go here to Forgotten's, and we're going to go into a private mission. Okay, now once we are in the private mission, we can start running forward here. You can do this with any character that you want. I prefer to do a lot of my farming on Bunny. So we're going to go straight in. We're going to fall here and jump right there. Go ahead and keep running a little bit farther in. Oop, missed that jump. You can do that a little bit faster if you don't miss that jump like I just did. You're going to come right through here. Now, I do recommend running this way. And why do I run this way? Because you do have to kill every enemy in this area right here. So there's no reason in going super fast. Just kind of go at whatever speed you want. And then once they're all done, you can start running super fast again. So that's why I recommend just, strolling through there casually. Once you get to here, you do want to jump across over here, kill these enemies, which will be taken out usually with the electric pulses. Go ahead and click on this, and then you're going to turn around, and electric pulses are going to take out these. You do have to kill this guy right over here, so you just pop him. Oh my goodness, there's a little bit of lag. And then we're going to run straight over this way, and come right up here. And then once you get to right here, you just kill that guy, and boom, you are done. You got your murky energy residue. You get anywhere from like 8 to 12 or so right here doing this, and you can just go return to Albion, abort mission, and you're done. That's how fast it is to get the murky energy residue, and if you just want that, I recommend that mission. Super fast, super easy, and you can get it done in a minute. All right, so next up we have the mixed energy residue, and the best place to get these for me is to go and get some of the code breakers or code analysts. You can get those in a lot of different places doing pretty much any mission in the game. I'm going to make a different video on some of my favorite places to get those, but you want to get the code breakers and code analyzers. You can see how many of those that you have by going here into your consumables, clicking right down here into miscellaneous, and you can see these are the code breakers and code analyzers, these little spheres here. So you can see how many of those that you have. Then you're going to want to come right down here to Agna Desert. I like to go to this location, and I do recommend bringing Enzo because you're going to get more of the drops this way, and it's easier to do the vaults. But I like to come right here, and there's a couple different places. There's one right here and a couple different places right back here that are very easy to get to, and I just reload this. If there's none here, then I go to a place up here. And I look anywhere around this storage area, but usually you can find at least one right here, which is all you need is to find one. So we're going to load into this area, and we're going to hit tab, and you can hear that we already have some in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that volume up a little bit. You can hear that we have some that way. We don't have one this way, so you can actually just turn around and you can hit tab as well to see if there are any right down here. And if there are, you could go down there and grab them. But it sounds like there's one this way, so we're going to go grab that real quick. Just load in and run this direction. And it should be right here. Boom, it is. So we're going to just grab these using a precision code breaker. This is why you want to use Enzo. It slows down the spinny thing, and then it also slows down how long the timer is to be able to do that, and it increases the amount of mixed energy residue that you get. So in my opinion, this is the fastest way to do that because you have 2 locations right here very, very quickly, and you usually only need, well, you only need 8 of those to craft one, and you're going to get usually 8 from those. Unless it's a regular code breaker, you might get like 7 or 6, but most of the time you're going to get 8 to anywhere up to like 15 or so in one of those, depending on the level of the code breaker. If it's a code breaker or a precision code breaker or an ultra precision code breaker. And finally, the last piece that you're going to need are the advanced neural circuits. These are the blue brains that people like to call them. There are 2 locations I like to do these, and I'm going to explain why I like to do it in 2 different locations. First location is going to be here in White Knight Gulch, which is where we currently are, but it's right down here in the bottom. So this is the mountaintops. You go to the mountaintops, zone in right here, and there's actually that little thing that'll take you across, so you can just come right out of the mountaintops and you can go across that little floaty pad thing or whatever. And then you're going to come right over here and you're going to do this borderline of truth. This one is fantastic because it's fast and it's easy. You're basically going to activate that, and then you're going to run around in a circle right here for 30 seconds maybe, killing all the enemies, and you're going to get 3 chances for the drops, and you're going to get anywhere from, I believe it's 4 to 6 or something like that each time. It may be like 3 to 4 each time. I don't remember exactly, but you can get 3 chances at the drops, and oftentimes you do get all 3 of those, so you can get up to about 12 or so each time you do it. And like I said, it takes about 30 seconds, maybe a minute to do this mission. Now, that is probably the faster way to get them. However, I believe this is the better way to get them. So this is going to be the fortress outskirts. You're going to zone in to the shipment base right here, the main outpost, and you're going to run straight out and go to the fortress outskirts. The reason I like to do this one, and I'm going to show you, is because if you just jump right out here and you go to this shipment base, it does take longer. It's a 15-minute mission usually, but you can activate everything all at once. So we are going to turn the volume down first and foremost because it's a little bit loud, and we're going to run over here. You do have to kill those guys, and then you run up this way, you take out those guys, and then once you get up here, you have the A, B, C, and D. You can go ahead and activate A. You can run straight over here to D or B, whichever one you want to run to next. Go ahead and activate that. And then we're going to run upwards over here. I ran out of mana, so we're not going to be able to sprint right now. And then we're going to run over here to B, and hopefully we'll get some mana by the time we get over here to B. So we've got a little bit of mana. Let's see if we can keep our mana going. So now we are running around in circles, and this is super duper easy, especially if you have a bunny. You can usually maintain your mana 100% of the time. Once you get, there we go, I got enough mana now, we should be good. So that should maintain the mana, and you're just going to run around in this circle for a minute and just make sure you kill everything that spawns and try to clear out each of those locations as the enemies spawn. Now, why I like doing this one over the other one is A, it has 5 different spawns, or maybe 6 different spawns for the blue brains that you need to get, but it also drops all of these other things. So you can get modules, you can get weapons that you can disenchant or dismantle or whatever. You can get the, right now this week is for the tingling mixture reactor, which is the best reactor for a sniper rifle for Sharon. It's absolutely amazing. So you can get, the fusion on there with a sniper rifle, which is what I've mostly been running it for. But it's a very quick mission, a little bit slower than the other one, but you will most likely gain more of the brains. So it depends on which one you want to do. Like I said, the other one is a little bit faster than this one as far as just getting the brains, but this one is going to net you more total items that you could possibly use. And if you have a bunny, you can just literally run around here in circles. This also has a good chance of getting those code breakers, which I was telling you about before. The other mission also can get you the code breakers, but this mission in particular, because it has more enemies on it, gives you a little bit higher chance of getting those code breakers so that you can use those when you're trying to get the mixed energy residue, which you also need. So you're just going to run around here for a second. You're going to keep grabbing these things as you destroy them. Make sure you, whoa, I didn't get that one up there. Here we go. We got that one up there. And then just keep clearing these out, and you can just run around. You're collecting lots of gold while you're doing this. And as you get better at it, you'll be able to do it faster. Go over here, turn this one in, drop down. We need to get some mana there. And we're going to run over here. You got a few more of the brains. Get that piece. Come up here. And clear this out. And it should be done here any second while we are grabbing these things. So we just got a bunch of more brains there. And there it is. So we're going to grab this. Oh, goodness. And we're going to turn that in right here. Now you want to make sure that you do finish this mission by coming all the way down here. And if you finish this mission, you have one more chance of getting the blue brains from a monster that spawns right there. And so we got some more blue brains. So as you can see, we will open that up and look at our mission success rate here. So we got all these things, plus we got a precision code breaker and 19 total of the brains, and it took us 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and we got, you know, a decent amount of gold in that same amount of time as well. It's not the best gold farm in the game, but it still gives you a decent amount. And then you can dismantle all these for your Kuiper, and you get a chance for all these extra things. This is a piercing light with fusion with skill crit. I mean, you could have a chance of getting some really nice items here, and this is one of those weekly things that you could do every week depending on which reactor drops there. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be making more videos similar to this. And yeah, come on over to the Twitch stream. And you know, if you have any questions or if you want to just play some games together, let me know. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Bye.